with Joe. Pull up a seat, let your truth unfold. Real talk, real hearts, real souls. It's coffee and conversations with Joe, where your voice has room to grow. No judgment, just love that flows. Coffee and conversation.
Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? It's 3-8. It's not 3:18. It's Coffee and Conversations. How y'all doing this morning? We're locked in here this morning at Filter Coffee Parlor, y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all got your cup of coffee? Well, mine is being made and it's coming out real soon. Got a great guest on the show, man. She's an entrepreneur, good friend of mine. We've been fighting before the show, but I think we can kind of armed it out right now. She's getting bandaged up, so we're going to be with her in a little while. It's Kimberly Meadows, y'all. The girl is doing amazing things. Y'all know I've been talking about women doing amazing things this month. Lord, how much? This woman right here. When I tell y'all what she do, you wouldn't even believe it. Let me just say her last name, or what I'm not going to say the first part, is Bay. But I got a new segment on the show, y'all. You know, my good friend, y'all be hearing her voice. Well, she got her own segment now. And guess what it's called? Lisa's Midweek Drama. Y'all ready for that? Let's go.
Halfway through the week, let's go. Lisa's got the coffee, Joe's got the show. Sip it strong, feel that aroma. Welcome to Lisa's Midweek Drama.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Lisa's Midweek Drama. Now, usually I'm coming, sipping all the coffee, sharing all the news. But this week I got something a little different, a little special, a little near and dear to my heart. Under the Love You First umbrella, we are going to be sharing some exciting news. Give me some applause, nephew. As we are winding down from Women's History Month, we are preparing for Love You First to go on tour. Joe, you ready?
Yes, man. You know I'm ready, baby. I cannot wait. Woo! I told you we in the mood.
You got your good shirt that you're going to wear at the event?
I got a good tight shirt.
Oh, we know it's going to be tight. All right. Anyway, we got to stay focused. All right. So we are going to Georgia, April the 10th.
Yes.
We will have an unforgettable night celebrating fierce women with Joe Lockett and loving Leanne, bringing energy live. Now, who doesn't like energy live? Coffee and conversations in Atlanta under Love You First.
Yes. I'm loving this.
What you loving about it, Joe? What you gonna do in Atlanta?
You know, I got a new song on my debut. You know, Love You First. You know what I'm saying? Don't give it away. I ain't gonna tell y'all.
You ain't gonna drop us the hook or something.
I can't do that, you know, because I'm just gonna say, love you first, don't give it away. It's bumping, y'all. It's bumping. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, you can't tease us and not tell us a little bit more. Like, is it reggae? Is it country? Is it rap? Like, tell us something.
It's a it's a banger. Like y'all know that new song by T.I. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let them know. Yeah. Okay. So it's a headbanger. Let me just say it's a headbanger.
Let them know. You got my full attention.
I'm telling you now. You gonna bob your head when you hear it.
You can't bomb with that.
You gonna bob your head when you hear it. Everybody, the few people down there hear it, they bob their head. It's gonna be nice.
Okay. We here for it. We here for it. So, ladies, Atlanta surrounding areas, if you are in town April the 10th, come out, support, come out and join. We're going to share the information in the chat. We have the flyer up, Loving Leanne, Joe Lockett. We also have another special guest. She is going to be wowed. She's going to wow the crowd. So we have joining us will be Rhonda A. Thompson. She is the author of Rebirth Life After and founder of Rose of Sharon, a 501c3 organization.
Okay.
So I'm excited. I'm excited.
I know
this week was you know her?
I think I know who she is. Yeah.
Joe, quit lying.
I think I do. But if not, I will meet her.
Y'all ever met somebody always say they know somebody? Y'all remember them people that used to always say that's my cousin?
Well, everybody's my cousin. Everybdy's my cousin, y'all.
Yeah, that's Joe. All right.
Well, when I leave, I bet you I know her. How about that? No.
Okay.
Play with me if you want to.
All right. So, like I said, this week was a little different because I wanted to drop this in because last week Joe forgot. So I needed to bring this in because I wanted you guys to know what we're doing. And hey, if you want us to come to your city, drop it in the comments. We like to travel. Drop it in the comments. We will vet it and try to come out. Thank you so much. Back to you, Joe.
All right, guys. So you guys heard it here first on the Filter Coffee Parlor. Love the conversation with Joe. Guess what? We're going to the ATL. My good friend Leanne, and I am so happy to be hanging out with her to be doing this event with her. I want to thank everybody in Atlanta. We coming, y'all. We coming. Y'all gonna see a lot of videos. Besides my 318 videos, y'all gonna see all my videos talking about going to Atlanta here pretty soon. Starting when? Y'all know I flood the timelines, right? Starting today. All right, guys. You know, I love doing this show because I get to meet interesting people and I get to have conversations with my friends over coffee. And I'm living my dream right now. Right, and I hope you guys are too. But this conversation here, it goes back. I've been knowing this young lady for probably about just as long as I was in radio, probably about a good 10, 12 years. I've seen her grow. And I've seen her go through tough times. Like we both kind of got a similar story. But if y'all ever heard of somebody called Sports Bay, we're going to find out what Sports Bay and what that means. Welcome to the show, Kimberly. How you doing, baby?
Hi, Joe. Good to see you
Good
again.
to see girl. That hand say good God.
Hey, I work in a man-dominated field.
Yeah,
so
I wasn't prepared. You know, I came in. I wasn't prepared for that. you grabbed my hand, put it tight there.
I'm sorry.
Nah, you got to be going, Mama.
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing great.
I'm liking the setup here.
You like it?
You're way better than the radio station.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
It's more comfortable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My radio, my studio was comfortable.
I'm just saying the aesthetics.
The vibe.
Yeah, the vibe. I like the outdoors. I like to be able to see.
Okay. Well, you know, you got that kind of good morning American feel to it.
Well, I had tea, but
you like that tea?
Yes.
Yeah. But Filter Coffee Parlor got good tea and coffee.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'll come back and try the coffee.
So what's been up with you?
Everything.
So I want to get into this before we get into everything you're doing. Why we call you Sports Bay, right? For the people who don't know. Were you born here in Birmingham?
I am from Fairfield, Alabama.
Okay. So what high school did you go to?
Fairfield.
You went to Fairfield?
Mm-hmm.
2-parent household?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was raised by my community.
Okay.
My parents, they had other things, they were working on, but I had a great family. I had my grandmothers, my aunts, my uncles. So yeah. So I was between Birmingham and the Fairfield area.
Okay. So let me ask you this question, because where you are now succeeding, were you expected as a kid to succeed at the level you were?
No. When I was little, I wanted to be a translator for the United Nations or a therapist. By high school, I was pregnant my senior year, so I didn't graduate. I left school a month before graduation. And then I didn't know where my life was going to go. So no, heck no.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Do you think because of the environment that you grew up in that led to early teen pregnancy?
Yes, I do. Not because my family, my community did anything wrong, but it was still a level of love I was looking for. Because from my parents on a consistent basis. So
what does this do? Explain to me while we're here, right? What does this do to young kids when the parent is not there like they want them to? Are you fighting back because you're angry? Are you fighting back because there's a lack of love? What is that?
I can't really explain it because I was never angry at my parents.
You sure?
I'm sure. I was never angry at them. I was confused and disappointed. Okay. I didn't know what was going on, why I couldn't have my parents all the time like everyone else could. And
that didn't lead to anger?
I'm not an angry person.
Okay.
Never have been.
I'm gonna be Dr. Phil on you right for a second. So you saying that was that a defense mechanism that you had in yourself to say that okay, it wasn't anger, but it underneath it could have been a little bit of anger there, frustration?
It could have. I was young. I don't know, but I didn't lead with anger. When my parents was around, I wasn't angry at them.
Okay.
I always cherished those moments, right? And then I was loved so much from my family that it didn't, it is
bother
what it is.
And it kind of went away.
Yeah.
When you was in school, did you, because of your situation in the community that was growing you up, how was your grades?
Good grades.
Had good grades?
Yeah.
So
I made the honor roll. I think president or vice president of the Spanish club. I was doing my thing. Yeah.
So when you was doing all this stuff and doing your thing, and you did not graduate,
I was in the band.
Oh, you was in the band?
I was a 12. I was a majorette.
Oh, okay, I can see that. Yeah. Okay. So when you did not graduate, did you go back and get your GED, or did you go back?
I did. So I left school really because the principal at the time had an issue with me having a baby and a few others, but I don't know what it was about me. And her and my mom, like I said, my parents were in and out as they could. They were arguing in the office about it. And it was because I had my baby. She was sick because she was premature, and then she had been sick in and out the house. She had been in the hospital for a while. And then she was out, and I would have to be at home a lot with her. And I was passing all my classes, but when I was pregnant, I failed PE, and I feel like my last 2 period classes because I wouldn't be there because I would have doctor's appointments. So when and nobody knew, I could tell I was pregnant. So when we had the meeting and the council was advocating for me, like, look at her grades. Like when she came in here, I had passed the graduation exam the first time I took it, like my freshman or sophomore year. When I came to Fairfield, I was already taking junior classes. So like I was advanced.
You saw that.
Yeah. And so I really was just taking classes to appease their system. And she advocated for me. She went and got the teachers. And when they found out I was pregnant, it changed the whole dynamic. Well, she just need to do this and that. The principal still said, well, you can walk, but I'm not giving you a diploma. You'll have to go to summer school.
Was it shaking the head like you just shaking your head?
Just like that.
Oh my goodness.
And so I just walked in the office and escalated withdraw me. And because I have community, Jay Sanders, the Negro baseball league, his wife, they stayed on the same street as my grandparents. They were really close. She taught the GED classes. So I went to her, talked to her. As soon as I was the same week, you have to take a placement test above average. She was like, there's no reason for you to be sitting in the chair over there. You sit up here with me and help me teach the class. And I just did that until I tested. And I had my GED right after my friends graduated high school.
Look at that. But thank you for telling that story, because a lot of people don't realize that, when you have a situation like that and God is with you, good things are going to happen for you.
Always.
Right? But you had to go through that.
Had to go through.
How devastating was that for you? And don't tell me you wasn't mad. Don't tell me.
I was devastated.
Okay.
It took me a long time to heal from that. It was kind of embarrassing. I can say though that my high school class still treated me as if I walked with them. So that was a good thing. But it was still, it was embarrassing up until I probably was almost 40 years old. I'm just recently getting over it. Yeah, I know.
Wait a minute. That hit home hard right there.
Yeah.
Why?
Just because I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay. Ain't nobody watching. It's just me.
Yeah, right. Okay. So I want to say that I'm trying to make sure I use my words carefully. Because of the community I had, everyone had graduated high school, went to college. They had all these experiences that I desired. And because of society and what you're told at that time, this in the 90s when you have a GED, what you can't do, what you have to do. You're going to have to do hell. I went to cosmetology school, couldn't get out of it. I went 4 times. That's not what I want. I could do it. Great. It's nothing I can't do. It's nothing you present me with that I can't do, that I do know. But do I want to do it? Do I have the desire to? Is that my purpose? Is it going to lead me to my purpose? So I think I was resentful because I was disappointed in myself because I felt like I should have advocated more for myself after the fact. Really saying, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take one of my scholarships. I had scholarships. I had a band scholarship at A&M. I had already picked out my dorm. I had my roommate, everything. So, you know, I think I should have advocated for myself more. And so, but it's a blessing because it taught me how to advocate for others.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So when I move now, moving so much purpose to make sure that I am advocating for people, for community. You know, this morning, I sat down and had coffee this morning, met up with my good friend, Philip Brown. He's the chairman of the Jefferson County Republican Party. Some people think I'm crazy. No, I'm not. I don't see the reason why we can't sit down and have these conversations with different people, right? Because at some point in time, we're advocating for the same thing.
Speak your truth, girl. Go ahead. I love that. Now, as you're going through the store, I know people are watching us, right? And saying, okay, she went through all that, really? You know what I mean? And she did this and she did that. But I got to back up for a part in your story because you said I had scholarships. And you didn't take them?
No, I didn't know I could.
So I got it. What happened?
I didn't know I could.
What do you mean you didn't know you could?
Because I had my GED.
Okay.
And the stigmatism and the things I was being told was, you got to go do hair. But you got to go do this. I'm just 17 years old.
But no one told you could, after you got your GED, you still can go, and no one checked for you?
Nope.
Nobody?
No.
Did you ask a question?
No, I didn't know. Why would I? I done had a baby. I done had to get a GED. I done disappointed these folks enough. I ain't asking nothing.
Wow. Okay. Now, okay.
You see what I'm saying? I'm withdrawing myself. I'm now a people pleaser now.
Gotcha. Okay. I give you grace now.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
I mean, but if I was the big dog I am now, I would have did everything I was supposed to do.
But what about your friend, the teacher from the GED class? They didn't say nothing to you like after you get the GED, you didn't ask her?
Well, when I didn't even think to ask.
You thought once you didn't walk.
Once I got through that, I was kind of shut down for a minute.
And you thought, okay, let's go to 17-year-old Kim. I'm thinking if I was 17 years old, I didn't got somebody pregnant. I'm thinking I lost my scholarship. So you probably thought you lost the scholarship.
Oh yeah, I thought I lost everything.
Okay.
I didn't know any better.
Okay. And nobody thought to, and probably here's the crazy part about it in our community. Everybody probably thought you had lost it.
They probably did.
Because nobody said nothing.
Because we didn't talk about it.
We didn't know. Yeah.
We didn't talk about it.
And everybody was too embarrassed to ask because the situation surround.
Exactly. But hindsight 2020, guess who back in school at the school she got the scholarship at?
You. Now let me ask you the question: Could you have taken the scholarship with the GED?
I don't know. I never looked into it, but I knew I could go to school. I knew I can go to college.
So still to this day, you don't know if you could have.
Don't care. Right. Guess what? I'm still there.
Like, right.
Sometimes we look at why this happened, but guess what? If you're meant to be there, wherever there is for you, you're gonna get there.
Right.
I just advise people: don't look like what you're going through. Don't look like what you've been through. Look like you already there. So when you walk in the room, people think you're rich. I ain't rich yet, but I'm almost there.
Sound like a conversation we was having before the show.
Exactly.
sound like something I was saying before the show.
Yes.
Behind the scenes. But sound like when I say something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you? Because you said you was 40. When did you start to come into your own? When did you forgive yourself?
I want to say I started part of my healing journey at 35.
35?
Yeah.
Okay, 35. So let's leave that on the table for now. Between 17 graduating, 17 graduating, 20, 25, what were we doing?
Well, I will always be in the right places at the right time.
Okay.
So I was 17.
Okay.
JC's haunted house with my friends. They're still it was that at this time it's their senior year in high school. And we're in line. This man talking to us, like, y'all looking for a job? We was like, yeah. And he was like, well, I work at the new radio station in town. You have to be such and such age. Give me a call. We have some positions open. I was the only one that was old enough to get the job. So I called him. Shout out to Corey White, 95.7, 98.7. I went in there. It was fun. I met Ricky when I first went in there. He made a joke. The lady believed him. It was just Corey. It was just a beautiful experience. Anyway, I got the job.
Gotcha.
And I worked at 95.7 from the age of 17 to like 23.
Wow. Mm-hmm. If y'all just liking it right now, I got the beautiful Kimberly Meadows in the building, y'all. They call it Sports Bay. And I want y'all to listen to that. I want people to listen to your story because I'm just going to tell everybody what you do. You own a basketball league, okay? Mm-hmm. You started owning basketball teams. Mm-hmm. I want y'all to understand what that story, because when y'all hearing this story, like, who is this woman? She's a powerful woman sitting in front of me, right? But she owns a basketball league now, right? And imagine that she didn't even know when she was in high school, right?
I didn't even know how to play sports.
Wow. So you worked at the radio station. Mm-hmm. Ricky Smile and all those guys, right?
Mm-hmm. I worked there with Ricky, Deja Vu.
I remember Deja Vu. Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah. Oh, you back in the day.
Yes, Be Money. Like, yes. So that was like Mickey Johnson. Like, that was my.
Okay.
B. Brian was a DJ. Chris Coleman. Yeah. That was like the old crew back in the day.
All our friends.
All our friends, yeah.
So with that experience, you did about 23 years old. What did you do after that?
Well, while I was there, I was very ambitious, very nosy.
You think?
And so, I would ask a lot of questions. I worked a lot of concerts. I remember one time Corey and B. Brian had a van hit or something they were going to. Mm-hmm. And I snuck in the van, rode them to schools. I was doing all the time because I was really trying. So my dad was a musician. Okay. And so I was into music, but behind the scenes. Right. And so I was just trying to see what was going on. So I would go in Mickey's office when he asked me to do something, be like, can I get that number right there? And or if artists came in town, I would talk to them. Mm-hmm. Like, can I work your street team? I know how. Didn't know how to do nothing.
They don't even have street teams anymore.
No, they don't have to. They
don't have hits anymore.
They don't have none of that.
When we say hits, it's like when the radio station go out to a spot where they've been paid to go out there to, and it's called a hit.
Yeah.
And they do some drops.
Everything is so digital now.
Yeah. Yes. And that is why we see so much change in the TV and the radio space now, because nobody goes to these spaces to put their product or their music out anymore. Everybody does it themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that has made, even when I was in radio, I started to see the change, and I knew it was time for me to get out of radio. Shout out to my friends that are still doing it, but it's tough in radio right now. It's tough. It's tough in TV now.
Oh yeah, because everything is social media, internet. But but when I was there, I had the pleasure of meeting several artists that allowed me to work for them. So I was able to travel a little bit, to across the Southeast with some artists working on their street team.
You care to name drop?
I worked for Juvenile, 3-6 Mafia, Gangsta Boo, UGK, 8 Ball MJG. Okay. I've worked with celebrity softball games. So I worked with Lisa Ray, Mekhi Phifer, Omar Epps. So yeah.
Maybe you can get some of them on my show.
I don't even talk to these people. I was 20-something years old. If I'll see what I can do, Joe. Let me see what I can do.
But you said I gotta take my shot, baby. I gotta take my shot. Because we are trying to we reach out to different people. We got some great guests coming up here pretty soon next month, so people will be surprised. But doing all those different things when you were doing and going out there, what did that experience bring you?
It showed me a different life.
Okay.
But I still thought I couldn't obtain it.
Okay.
During that time, I'm still trying to heal from all this other trauma I got going on.
But
it's right there in my hand, and I'm successful. I'm doing pretty good to the point where I have my own business. I have my own business. I'm in Georgia every week at industry night with artists, sitting down at tables with Keith Sweat, Left Eye Productions. Like but to me, it's and all it was imposter syndrome. I felt like I was imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome.
I felt like
Explain that.
I felt like I wasn't supposed to be in that space. I felt little in the space. I felt like an imposter, like I'm faking.
Right.
Like these folks gonna ask me if I got a high school diploma. These folks gonna ask me about my college degree.
So it messed you that bad.
It was I had PTSD from it. I couldn't stand for nobody asking me about high school or what college.
Wow.
And I met these old men one time outside the pump bar. They talked to me about scotch and cigars. And we talked about it. And they said, girl, you know, you can be anything you want to be. And then with the name of people I knew that had GEDs. I'm like, what? He was like, quit making yourself so small. These men in their 60s and 70s. Quit making yourself so small. And that started my healing process.
So you really thought because of the GED, your life had set a different course, that you could only be in a certain lane, pretty much.
And so I would be amazed. I'd be sitting in these rooms doing these things. I'm like, I hope these folks don't ask me about anything past 21, below 21.
I wonder if people listening to this show, is there a lot of people, men and women, that actually
deal with imposter syndrome? It is. It is. It is.
Really?
Yes.
I would have never, I've known you all these years, and I would have never known that you was, because I guess I would say fake it till you make it, but I believe that I make it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I ain't faking it. I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, so I've always believed that. So in my mind, I'm already there. I'm just in the process of getting there. Because if I wasn't supposed to be there, I have this philosophy myself, is where I say that God didn't put me in a situation to fail.
Never.
Right. And so when I learned that years ago, that God didn't put me in a situation to fail, that I knew that I could not fail. So when I'm in a situation that's bad, I know I just got to get through it.
But look, okay, You're talking about a young girl, right?
Yeah.
Grew up in a church.
Yeah.
But that's why the word tells us, well, the word everybody say, study the word yourself, study the word for yourself, right? Know God yourself.
Yes.
Because it took that for me to start healing. I couldn't go off what my grandma said, my granddad, my aunties, but
okay, let me pick. Kim, this is a conversation. Don't listen. Nobody sit here and talk to me about no Bible. Okay.
Well, I'm not.
No. The reason why I say this because I'm being funny, but I'm being serious. Their interpretation will have you in hell.
Exactly.
A lot of people's interpretation, right, is their interpretation of where they are because they didn't succeed.
In their experience.
Yeah.
So it's like I had to okay, if I'm gonna do this, because I could see I was supposed to be something. I could see that.
So why did you keep moving forward, but you didn't believe you could be there? Well, what was that? What is that? What does that feel like?
It's like fighting against yourself, fighting against the wind. But I looked at my parents and some of the things they struggled with and how they persevered through regardless of what. I looked at other people around me, and then I just had faith, Joe. I just don't believe I was put here to fail.
But you put in a situation at 23, 24, 25, right? And you succeed and you're around all these successful people, right? As a woman being in those situations, did you feel that you had kind of got lucked up and got into that?
No, I didn't feel like it was luck. I just felt like I was it was luck. Let's just say that. It was luck. Because, I mean, if you think about it, I was always in the right place at the right time. But I also had the ambition. I wasn't scared to, hey, you hiring, you need a street team, you need this, you need that.
So you would go and face your fear, but then once you got inside there,
you'd be like, girl, what you done did? What are you, girl? You do too much.
Right.
You do too much.
Right.
But it turned out to work in my favor.
I gotta ask you this because I know some of the listeners, people that are watching the show is thinking about this, because you said you was 20, 23 in the age range traveling. But you told us prior to that you had a child.
So by this time, my parents are more settled.
Okay.
So, and my mom has always been super supportive of anything I do. And so she was like, you know, if this is what you want to do, I'll babysit. So, and a lot of times it was weekend stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. It was one time I had to go to Texas for like 2 weeks, but I didn't last 2 weeks. I came home in a week. I got homesick.
So did you have any more kids?
Yeah, 12 years later. So my children are 30 and 18.
Okay, so you have two? Okay, girl, boy?
2 girls.
2 girls. Okay. do you see any similarities between you and your daughters?
Yes, each one is a better version of me.
Well, that's a good. What is that? Is that a good thing?
That's a
How
good
you doing,
thing.
man?
They're both very sweet, determined. Especially the young one, she is my boss.
Okay.
The oldest one, she is my mama.
Okay.
It's a difference in mama and boss. Just
Just so we know.
Understand. So my oldest might baby me a little bit more, while my youngest daughter is on me.
Okay. So how old are your daughters now?
They're 18 and 30.
18 and 30. That 30-year-old, right?
It's the mama. Because we grew up together.
Right. I'm sure she got stories.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How do you think you did as a mom?
I did how I think our parents do, the best we can. You know, I just made sure that because I have young ladies, that I worked on loving and healing me so they could see the process. So by the time I had the young girl, I was already, on the way. By the time she got old enough to see, because I was in my late 20s when I had her. By the time she got old enough to really understand, I was on my way to be, healing. I don't think we're always completely healed. We're continuing to heal because it's something going on every step of the way in our life. Something has happened where there's a wound. And so we are continually healing, but it's important that we know what tools to use to heal so that we can be the best version of ourselves.
Kim, as I sit here and have this conversation with you this morning, if people been watching these, my shows, there's a recurring theme here. And majority of the women that comes on this show this month have been talking about they're in their healing phase, or they healed, or they have been healed, right? And I'm like, man, it's so many damaged people in this world.
It is.
Like you said, you look at the cover, but it's really not what it is. Like you said, the inside is completely different. I want to go here with you. When you went to the healing, right? When did you realize first that you were damaged?
Man. Wow, Joe. Let's see.
Talk with the conversations, baby.
When did I realize I was damaged?
I mean, it's a tough question, but
it's a tough question because I can't really pinpoint when it was.
Okay.
I mean, I just knew I was messed up for a long time. Like since I was 17, 18, I knew I.
When did you know that you had to do something about it? Then let's go. Let's try that.
I knew I had to do something about it. When I had a nervous breakdown.
Wait a minute. At what age?
34.
What did that look like?
My best friend was murdered. No, I was 35. I'm sorry. My grandma passed the following year. We were extremely close. And I was just at work having a normal day. And I was at work and I just started crying and couldn't stop. Not like, And so they was like, hey, just go home for the day. And I woke up, I was at Brookwood Hospital getting ready to be committed into the psych ward. And that's when I knew, oh no, homegirl, get it together. And so it made me go into myself and see all the broken pieces. Because, I'm doing all these things. I know I got imposter syndrome. I know I'm dealing with this, but there was so many different pieces, that I just was sweeping up under the rug. And so it's just therapy, therapy, God, and a strong community of friends. My best friend was murdered, but God blessed me with 3 more beautiful young ladies that have helped me along the way.
There are so many people in our society today, Kim, that are going through what you went through. And you said you were 30.
I was in my 30s, 35.
You was 35 years old, had a nervous breakdown. Number one, thank God you're okay.
Oh, yeah.
And you recover from that. I know what it feels like to have a breakdown because you got so much stress on you. I've had that happen. I've never had a nervous breakdown.
Something you don't want. Well, your mind, I didn't even know.
I've seen it though.
Yeah,
somebody really close to me.
Yeah, it's not a good space. So you got to have a good support system. And you got, people, how people say, y'all always talking about you ain't gonna disturb my peace. And I'm for real. because I know what it's like not to have it.
Okay, can I ask you this here?
Mm-hmm.
When women say this,
Mm-hmm.
right, a lot, I'm not going to let you stir my peace. Is that a protective mechanism that y'all are saying to protect yourself from other people?
I don't know what they do.
Right.
I know what I do. And
Right.
I advise anybody, man, woman, don't, because I've seen with not having peace in here. See, it's the difference not having peace around you,
Mhm.
but not having peace up here. When you know your heart is peaceful, you sweet, you loving, you kind. But when you don't have it up here,
Mhm.
that's a scary thing.
What be going on in there?
You don't know. Joe, I just told you,
Yeah.
I was just crying. When I finally came to, I'm like, what is, and it was a guy in the side where gonna ask me, you gonna eat your chicken fingers? I said, what the?
I'm sorry.
it was, you gonna eat your chicken? And I'm like, oh no, I went and told that nurse, and then I went in that room and went, no shit. I said, hold up, what is going? And she told me what happened. She said, tell me what's going on. Do you feel like you're gonna hurt yourself? I said, no. She said, you gonna hurt somebody? I said, no.
So when you had a nervous breakdown, did you like lash out at people or something?
No,
or?
I just was crying.
So why they put you in the psych ward?
Because they didn't know what I couldn't. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know if I lashed out. All I know is I was crying really bad from what they told me, and I was just wondering. They said I called my aunt and talked to her. I don't remember. They said I was shaking real bad, but they knew it was more mental than physical.
Mhm.
So usually when it's mental, they're gonna put you on
psych ward.
yeah. And so when God is so good though, because when that lady talked to me, when I kind of started coming out of it, she was so tickled. She was like, I think we need to send you home. She said, I don't think this is going to be good for you. And so she called the doctor. He was like, the stipulation was, he said, ask her what she feel about therapy. I told him, no, because you know how, he was like, well, tell her if she doesn't, she's staying. So they had to schedule me up with a psychiatrist first. Mm-hmm. I met with them. You know, we talked. They tried to put me on medication. I refused to take it. I was like, I don't think I need that. I prayed. I did therapy. It started working. And I ain't had to go back and see that man no more. He said, if I ain't go, he was going. He said, if I ain't go consistently for 6 months, he was gonna put me back on that floor.
So,
I said, no, I'm good.
The man gonna want your chicken nuggets. So, therapy. I heard you just say it started working. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us what working means? What it look like?
I think therapy for me, I had a lot of things piled in my mind that, because you know how you out. So here's the thing. I had a baby young. So to me, I'm trying to not be a burden on anyone, showing people, oh, I got this under control. So what I was doing was just piling stuff on top of stuff on top. All these other experience, all these things happen to me that I'm not telling people. Feeling this way, piling. And then when I lost the one person that I could pour all that out to, and we could sit up and, hey, put that over there. Let's talk about this right now. I lost her. I had one more left and I lost her. And I'm like, I'm talking to God, but God, I don't know what you want me to do. Because keep in mind, I'm sitting out in my work like I'm supposed to be. So like, what am I supposed to do? Mm-hmm. And I think talking to someone to decipher what is really going on with me, and what is this that I'm holding on to that's not so important. It ain't even nothing to worry about, because now I'm just picking up stuff just because I'm a nervous wreck on the inside. I don't want nobody to know that I'm going in the bathroom crying because I'm overwhelmed. Now I love to tell people I'm a crybaby. I cry, okay. Happy, sad, whatever.
Right.
So, I think it started working because I was able to pour that stuff out of my mind and have some type of clarity for myself.
Wow. So, as we're having this conversation, Kim,
we ain't talking about basketball yet.
It's coming. But to get to basketball, we had to get to you first.
You had to get to me first.
Because when we doing this coffee and conversation, I can sit there and talk about basketball, and people see you. How many interviews people talk to you about your basketball?
That's all they talk about.
Okay, then.
Yeah. And I appreciate that, because I think that's the part of it explains more how I operate my business.
Exactly. So on Coffees and Conversation, we have conversations.
That's what I'm
You
talking
know what I
about.
mean?
Joe.
You know, I don't come here. I don't do hype.
I know that's
We
right.
do real stories, real people,
That's
right?
Joe.
And we do it over coffee, and we show love behind about. For
Mhm.
people to want to be a part of what you do and understand what we do here and how to get to you, we need to understand Kim, right? We see you up here. You sports babe. Do they know Kimberly Meadows? No.
No, they don't know
Today
her.
they know
Today they
because
know
of
her.
Coffees and Conversations.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because now you've been free enough, you know, and comfortable enough drinking the tea and coffee with me today, having a conversation about this,
Mhm.
right?
Speaking of coffee, what kind is yours?
It's a cup of Joe. You know, it's this right here, my lovely first, my own brand of coffee that you can be purchasing after the show.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah, yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Violet told me that.
You see your coffee? You store it on your friends. But this is what I love about this show here, right? And everything that we're doing, because I empower conversations, because we use these platforms on podcasts, right?
Mhm.
Sports Baby, go check her out. She's doing this. She got this show. She got this team over here. She's doing all. But nobody really knows about you. Nobody's following along with you. There's someone watching this show right now going through exactly what you're doing, thinking that they can't make it, sitting about to have a nervous breakdown, and don't know they can go out their own and do anything they want to because they got to believe in themselves.
Mhm.
But you just helped them today because of your conversation. See what I'm saying?
I see it.
Because guess what? When they see you now and they go to your page, that woman been through all that, and she did all that with a kid, 2 kids, and she did all that. So we ain't gonna even get into some of the other stuff that I do know about. But you still going through some stuff right now, right?
Yeah.
And you still kicking behind. You still handling your business.
Yes.
No?
Yep. Going through a divorce, still kicking behind.
He said that. I ain't said that. But those things are tough. I went through one, so I understand it. But here's the thing I want to say to you, Kim, before we get into the basketball story of you. Thank you so much for being open.
You're the first person I've ever had this conversation with, very transparent. No problem. I trust you, Joe, so you know.
And that means a lot that I have a platform that people can come in. Because before this show, what did I ask you?
Is anything off limits? I was like, no.
I always ask my guests that, right? Because I told you I don't do a get you got you type show. I do like to tell the story, you know, of people. And now that people know about you, right? There's so much more. You guys go to a page, inbox, right? Find Kimberly Meadows out there. But no, she's Sports Bae.
Sports Bae on Facebook.
You got it's Sports Bae. You got to put those 2 words together, Sports and BAE, because then you'll find it. When did the basketball league? When did all this stuff come into fruition for you through all the stuff you had from? Hold on, from 95.7, right? From being on the street team, from being in the psych ward. Did you have a vision in the psych ward and do actually for the naked?
No, look. Who would ever thought, as they say, I would be doing sports? I mean, I watch sports, whatever.
Yeah.
Never played no sport. I tried it. It didn't work out for me. But so by this time, when I transitioned out of radio, I'm working in a nonprofit space.
Okay.
So I'm at the Firehouse Shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Been there for a minute. We get an influx of youth from the foster care system. This is the time when they were dumping, picking them up, dropping them wherever. So Firehouse Shelter at the time is called the last house on the block, because if you can't get in nowhere else, you can always come through our doors at the time. And so we got people dumped from the hospital, psych ward, foster care, whatever.
Gotcha.
And so we got an influx of young men. As you know, Firehouse is a men's shelter. And you know, because myself and executive director were the youngest people working there, of course, it was our duty to figure out what we're gonna do with these young men, because it's a culture shock, because it's different than some shelters.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they came in, you know, we do the intake paperwork, we have those conversations, that dialogue with them, just see where they at.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I had some programs that I was running. I enrolled them in those so they can sit in some of my classes, and we were doing really well until it came to really setting those goals.
Okay.
And we work with SMART goals. So we're working with our SMART goals. We're figuring out what we're going to do. And it's easy peasy for me. I want to be a welder. I want to be a barber. Okay, I got a great connection with workforce development at Lawson State. We got you.
Gotcha.
I need to get my GED, all that stuff. We got you. Then here comes 6'7". I said, in my mind, I said, please don't tell me he want to play in the NBA. That's what he said. I want to play in the NBA. I said, oh, Lord have mercy. I said, there's nothing else you want to do? He was like, nope. So I knew we had a semi-professional team here. I had previously worked with the late Bertram Miller and Maurice Muhammad.
Okay.
Well, I worked with Bertram to rally to bring those semi-professional teams here, and then work with Maurice to actually bring one here. He actually had one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually how I got all like introduced to basketball, but not I wasn't doing it like this.
Right.
No idea.
Right.
Had no idea. But so I made a few phone calls to set him up a tryout. Somehow or other, I'm on the phone with a guy that owns the ABA, and next thing I know, I'm negotiating a contract to own the market reservation in Birmingham. I'm like, what am I be doing?
There you go. They're doing too much stuff again.
Too much.
There you go.
So if they come back with this number, so I negotiated real well. I negotiated a real good number.
Okay.
And I also said, okay, I'm not paying y'all full price, because you've been letting people operate in the market without a market reservation for a few years. So I'm not paying full price first.
Okay.
Second of all,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
can guarantee you that within the next 3 years, I can bring you 3 to 5 new teams. If it's not from me directly, that's going to be because they're following what I'm doing and they're going to be interested.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
I met all my contractual terms.
Boss.
But anyway,
Boss. No, stop. We're going to stop the press right there. You need to let that marinate and repeat what you just said, because that's boss. Do it again.
Okay. I was not paying full price because a team was operating in the market without paying market reservation fees, right? And so I had a set price that I would spend, but I also said that with this price, I will come in and this is what I'm offering. From 3 to 5 years, I bring 3 to 5 teams. 3 years, 3 to 5 teams, something like that. But I did that. I bought those teams in, and they were going to, 1 or 2 came directly from me. The rest came because they contacted me on Facebook, like what I was doing, and wanted to know how they could get a team. It's all about branding and marketing.
Wow.
Organically.
Wow.
And that's all we did. I haven't been to college for business. I ain't watching no business videos. I don't know anything about contracts. I surrounded myself with the people that knew.
Wow.
And they taught me things. You know, my lawyer friends taught me how to write MOUs.
What's an MOU?
Memorandum of Understanding. You know what that is, y'all. And so,
but a lot of people don't.
Yeah, memorandum of understanding.
You're speaking to the outside
audience. That's right. People don't forget. I'm not just talking to you. Gosh, it's so comfortable.
Thank you.
So it's like a contract before the contract, basically.
Yeah.
And so, I just learned a lot of this stuff organically from people. I don't like to sit around people and be wasteful. So if I'm sitting in a room, I'm adding the value, or you're adding the value to me.
Ooh.
What?
Either you adding value, I'm adding value. We ain't sitting in the room together.
I think it's important, but it took a lot of maturity to get here. People that know me outside is just no goofy, silly Kim.
Right.
Hanging out,
Right.
Then she disappeared. Where she at? Is she even in town?
Right.
Like none of your business.
Right.
But that's just, my close friends know, how I operate.
Right.
But a lot of people just don't. I don't know what they see when they see me. I don't even know.
Who knows? Let's go here with your team. So what's been the hardest thing? First, before I even go to that question, being a woman in the league, was it hard for you to get the respect?
So I became the 13th female owner in that league.
Okay.
And yes, there weren't a lot of women that own teams in the Southeast, I think. Most of the women owners were like in Texas and up north. And so it was very different. It was very different. I mean,
I got to ask you this.
What?
Was it black women or white women that own teams?
Black, Latino, and white.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very diverse. That's why I liked it.
Okay.
And so the first instance that I had to put my foot down and I had no more problems was scheduling. My thing was, we don't take games out of town to play after 6:00 because we have to travel on the road. My players have jobs. They have families, unless you are going to pay for a hotel room. Now, in some instances, I pay for our hotel room, but in instances like going to Georgia, just schedule us early enough to come back so they can get their rest, they can eat dinner, I can take them to eat, whatever, and we can get back at a decent time. Where these guys in this email, because in this thread, I'm the only female in it that has to play them with that owns a team that has to play them. And they're just what they not gonna do. I said, oh, okay. So I called some of the younger guys that own the teams because they were trying to do like where all us meet up and kind of run our games. So I called the younger guys because they knew they trying to figure it out. And I'm like, hey, did you see the email thread? And they was like, yeah, that's weird, but we're willing to play early. No, they said we're willing to play later, so you all can play early. I said, or we don't play at all. Y'all want to come to Birmingham? So they didn't play at all. We just end up playing in Birmingham.
So they don't do that no more.
I guess they don't. I'm not even in the league anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, because you actually own a team and then you own your own league now.
Yeah.
So that's when you kind of said, so you know something, I'm finna show y'all, I'm finna do my own thing.
No. So I stayed in the league for a little while.
Okay. Because when I met you, you had the team.
I had the team, then I had two.
Yeah.
And so what happened was I started meeting different people. So I met rest in heaven to my big brother Gerard Mustafa. He played in the NBA for like 12 years. He saw me on somebody else's page on Facebook, inboxed me, and he was just like, hey, I'm trying to do something in Birmingham. They say you the person I should talk to. And so we talked and we were working on projects. And then I met who is now like my big brother, Paul Showtime Gaffney. He's a legendary Globetrotter. I was talking to them and they were like, you're too smart. You need to separate yourself from that league and do something on your own. And I'm like, now
here you go again.
Here I go. Didn't do too much. I'm like, do something on my own. So I was trying all different types of things. And then someone else reached out to me and was like, hey, I'm trying to start this HBCU league. Well, in my mind, I had already been thinking of the same thing. I just couldn't figure out how I would incorporate what I was doing. Most of my players played at HBCUs.
Right.
I was like, okay, that's fine. So we came up with the HBCU Basketball Association. Eventually, my partners, I bought them out just because say this nice. This is not a money grab for me. I work a 9 to 5. This is not a money grab for me. This is a purpose walk. And so my purpose is to make sure that I am putting people in spaces to be seen and to be retrieved. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
I see you and I'm going to take you with me on to the next level, right? And so I just had to revamp everything. So in 2022, when we launched the league, it was a big press release. I was in Sports Illustrated. I had a contract with Byron Allen. Like it was so big, it was all over the place. And I'll never forget.
You got a contract with BA?
Huh?
You got a contract with Byron Allen?
Yeah, I had a 10-year team with Byron Allen. And so
it's like it is. If people who know who Byron Allen is, okay, but go ahead.
And so by word of mouth, I don't know if it's true. So, okay, let me go back. It became a money grab for others. Right. And it was overwhelming for me because that's not how I operate, and things were going back and forth. And keep in mind, I'm always the only woman, always. So I got to be the bigger dog sometimes. Right, you big boy. But then I also have to be the one that knows when to step away. And through the grapevine, it was told that the reason I was on everything, because if it failed, I would be the one that failed.
What?
Yep. And so at that point,
hold up! Don't just run across that.
Yeah.
You just don't do no Carl Lewis on there right there.
Yes.
So you was being set up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You was the fall guy.
Yeah.
Wow. Y'all see how business work, y'all? Coffees and conversations.
So I politely bowed out, and I said, I'm gonna figure out how to do this. So I tried, a few things. I was able to partner with the National Pro-Am in Las Vegas, and watch them grant a team $100,000 from it. And so that opened my eyes to, I think I need to try something different. I'm solution based. So what is the problem and what is the solution? The problem is, first of all, semi-professional sports don't get no eyes, no way. That's the big problem.
Right.
It's so unfair to these talented young men. And you always complain about, we ain't got no NFL. Y'all don't support the smaller things.
Right. They got the thing. Birmingham has the Birmingham squad this year,
But
right?
we don't have, they're gone. They leaving.
They're leaving?
This their last season.
Oh, wow.
So, and they reached out to me 3 months ago. We would like to see if we can No, I've been here for y'all. I tried to partner with you all at the beginning, but I'm not finna chase behind y'all.
Right.
Y'all in my city. Anyway, I'm talking too much. But anyway, doing too much on Joe's show. But
Coffees and conversation.
But I had to like really think about, so going to Vegas really opened my eyes. My business manager, great listening ear, and then he had to let me cook because he'll just be like, what you think? I got this. Okay. I'm gonna tell you when you need to do some work. You just sit down. So like I was saying, so issues, okay, we said we don't get eyes on our players. Finances. Most semi-professional team owners or development league owners don't have money like the NBA.
Right.
They don't come from, they don't have they're not rich like that. I just put like that. They're middle class people most of the time. And so finances to be okay. So what travel, because that's connected to, so what can we do to make this simple and easy? Then go 10 games away, 10 games. It's just a lot. And so I said, what could we do to make it easier for an owner? We do a tournament style league, right? And so what we do is we take one Saturday in June, all the teams meet, they play. Last four standing, go into July. One Saturday in July, both teams meet, 2 walk away. Meet again in August, 1 weekend, 2 teams meet, 1 team walk away as a champion. And then throughout the year, we're just doing small little marketing events. Saturday before Classic, you do your All-Star Celebrity Game. I already was doing it, so I'm just incorporating it with the league. Real simple.
It's you, boss. So how's it going for you now?
You know what? It is. So the initial team owners have been amazing. I'm glad that I'm able to establish some good, solid relationships. So when I do stuff, they be like, I want to do it. And so my team owners are Jason Caffey, who is a 2-time NBA champion, played with Michael Jordan. Paul Showtime Gaffney, a legendary Globetrotter, who was a Globetrotter for 15 years. Shout out to them. They're celebrating 100 years. We have Chad Slade, played at Auburn, played for the New York Giants and I think Houston, Texas. Wes Sexton Jr., Detroit Lions, who I think the Jets as well. We have my former coach is going to coach the Magic City Surge for me, so he coming back.
Okay.
We have this guy named Karan Dees, who has hoop therapy out in Huntsville. Amazing things that he does in the basketball community up there. We have an international coach. He's not coaching internationally now. He's a player development specialist, but was the international coach. Coach Timothy Madden. We have KJ McDaniels, played in the NBA, is still playing overseas. And then we actually, so my daughter and her friends was like, we want a team. I said, I got some money.
So you make your daughter come with that money?
So, they're seniors in high school.
Right.
I was like, I got some money. I can have a team. So I cut them a little deal. And so they're the youngest ownership group of their kind in any league. It's 4 young ladies.
Okay. Look at you. Now y'all understand why y'all need that. That's all that. Well, if she would have said all this in the beginning of the show, y'all would have went away. Y'all would have went away.
And I can say this. What's important also is, I think we talked about this years ago. I don't operate in a space of I'm a business, I'm a social enterprise. So everything we do has to impact the community financially, environmentally, culturally, however we can make an impact. So barrier of finance is always the main thing. So for the first time ever, we're hosting free tryouts. They wide open.
Okay.
The games are free for everybody this year.
Okay.
And we're recycling the dollar. So we're inviting vendors out so we can keep that money within that community.
So, Love You First Coffee gonna be out there too, right?
Yeah, of course. You good.
Yeah.
You already know you like to play with me.
I got to plug. Love you first. Hey, before you give it away, Yeah.
There he go. That song.
I can't do the song but no, that is awesome. Mm-hmm. So when is all gonna start?
So the tryouts are April 19th. We will release the location in about a week.
So tryouts to be on the basketball team?
For the basketball team. So we are looking for about a little close to 100 players.
To be in different leagues.
To be on different teams. So all the owners, they'll be there. We'll have a live DJ at the tryouts, a food truck. So it's gonna be a party. It's like a trailer to a movie. To the movie that's coming. So the league starts June the 20th. I'm super excited. It's all day. We are looking for dance teams. We're gonna need additional DJs. If you have a business that wants to give back, this is the event for you. I'm really looking to give out scholarships in between games, like book scholarships to upcoming college students or current college students. So it's just a lot entailed because it's community. Right. But I'm super excited because it's what I do.
Well, what we'll do is help promote it here. You got me. So I'll just talk to my team. We'll talk about it afterwards and get with Lisa and our nephew. And we'll make sure we start promoting it and running commercials on the show for you.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We know that. Love you first.
I know that's
before
right.
you give it away.
We still don't know.
So if people want to find out about, being able to be a part of the event, they want to find out about you, where do they go?
They will visit www.dhbcuba.com.
Man, slow down.
Oh, I'm saying it fast. I'm so used to saying
it. Yeah. But everybody ain't in that meeting, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna slow it down this
time. Please do.
Visit www.hbcuba.com. You can click on the picture of the basketball guide for any basketball information. Click on me if you want to see kind of what I'm offering. I do consulting to post-career athletes and some other things, some workforce development stuff. Or you just want to have a conversation with me, we can do that.
Yeah, like I did today.
You might not get all this. I'll be like Joe did, but
y'all know how hard it is to get her because she's so busy. I want to go here before I finish the conversation. But number one, again, Kim, thank you so much for having this conversation with us. I know you believe in God.
Oh yeah.
And I asked all my guests this here, right? And people watching, so they was waiting for this. How do God speak to you? Is it a voice? Is it a feeling? Is it an emotion? Right? Do you hear a man voice or you hear a woman voice?
So I want to say, before I answer, I want to say something so funny. So my god sister, she was like, I'm just waiting on God to talk to me. And I was like, he might be talking to you. She said, no, he's not. I said, what you want him to do? Say, rah, rah, rah. She was like, yeah, that's how he talk to people. I was like, no, that's how he talk to people.
Right.
For me, pictures, keywords, because I'm a multi-dimensional person, depends on what space I'm in, how God is talking to me. Because he got to catch my attention at that moment in that space. So it just depends on where I am. But my relationship with me allows me to recognize when he's in that space and how I need to be listening to him.
Kim, what do you fear?
Spiders.
And last question here before I turn the show over to you and let you talk to your people here. What would you say right now to the 17-year-old Kim? If you could talk to her, what would you say?
Speak up. Speak up.
Wow. Well, baby girl, I want to thank you so much for this conversation. It's been great.
Thank you.
But I always do this for my guests because I want to make sure you promote everything, right? I'm going to turn the show over to you, let you talk to your listeners, look at the camera and tell them what you want to tell them.
You all, make sure you support Joe, first of all. Second of all, just think about our community and what we need. I want to share. I don't have the exact numbers,
Sit
but
back. He's saying sit
I
back.
can sit back.
Yeah, you sit back and relax.
Okay.
You gotta lean into the. Why you lean all up into the camera,
I'm
girl?
so used to doing the radio and the
Right.
computer, right?
This coffee, but go ahead. You do it. Go ahead.
We just hope that you all come out. It's a free event. I was gonna share a statistic, but I don't have the numbers right now, so I'm not gonna share it. I'll put it on our page. But sports like this really do impact the community for everyone of all ages. It doesn't leave anyone out. I understand what's going on in our world right now. I understand what goes on in our communities, and that's why it was important for me to make sure that this was a free event. I can say that we already have someone that has purchased a team for 2027.
Okay.
So we're growing. And if you want more information, just visit our website, www.dhbcuba.com.
Get that tea up here, girl. Thank you so much, Kim. I thank you so much, girl. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Joe.
you. All right, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this inspiring story with my good friend Sports Bay. Ladies, y'all are amazing. You're beautiful. That's what this platform is for. This is why I do this here, to tell these stories, to tell these behind the scenes, what it takes for you guys to get it. Because everybody don't know your story, but I'm trying to find out. It's Coffees and Conversations. Your boy Joe Lockett. You know how I feel about you, right? I love you.